I will build the sag mill. My brain is thinking faster than my mouth is moving, or the other way around. Yeah, the other way around. What is going on, guys, and welcome to another edition of JJ Plays Modded Minecraft. I am your host, Jon-Michael Booth, aka JJ, and today we are going to pick up pretty much right where we left off, and I'm going to show you something that I got, as promised from the last episode. I should probably mention, don't be surprised, I made a kind of a slight modification to the base. Yeah, I mean, I punched the wall out a little bit and made a huge new room. Yeah, our crops are beautiful, and yeah, actually, let me just show you this while we're doing it. Let's go bat mode. Yeah, so I expanded the base a little bit. Yeah, not too much, just a little. I wanted a little bit of extra space to work with. What's wrong with that? I did have to basically cut down this entire forest in the back, but hey, we can always replant that later. I'm not too concerned about it. Our crops are doing well. Look at that. Beautiful. And actually, when they're all fully grown, you can see quite obviously that I have some coal crops. Hey, how come you're not fully grown? I said you were fully grown. Grow! And I have a bunch of Minicio as well. Plus, of course, my ever-present wheat farm. So, let's go check out the thing that I was talking about before, which I happen to have in this chest right here, and that is my Inscriber Logic Press, my Inscriber Engineering Press, my Inscriber Calculation Press, and my Inscriber Silicon Press. Those were the 4 presses that we got from the meteorites last episode. And hopefully, by the end of today, we might have a chance to actually use them. It occurred to me that there's kind of a few steps I need to make before I can actually get to using these things. So we're going to have a good go at that today. So the first thing I'm going to do is come over here to my beautiful floor, and I'm going to dig some holes because I want to make something today. What is it that I'm going to make, you might ask? Well, it's going to start with some water. Why am I using pickaxe to dig dirt? Don't want to do that. Hey, I've trapped myself in a hole. Really? Really? I actually have to fly to get out of this hole. I suppose I could just break some of the marble, but why bother? There. So now I'm going to use my bucket, and I'm going to pour water in that hole, and then I need to go outside and get a little bit more. And if I pour water into this side, I now have an infinite water supply. Look at that. I can pull out water, I could pour it somewhere else, and as long as I don't cover up that block, it's all good. Now, you might be asking yourself, why did you build the infinite water supply underground? Well, that's because, to be honest with you, I'm not going to use this as an infinite water supply. I'm actually going to use it for something else entirely, and I'm going to show that to you right now, because I need to build something. And the thing I need to build is not that. I need to build this. This thing is called an aqueous accumulator. What does that do? Well, it basically it takes water and it pumps it up. Kind of like a pump, I guess. But it has a very specific purpose. I could do this kind of a longer way or a harder way, but I'm just going to build this and then I'll show you what it does. So first thing I need is these copper gears. So I'm going to build some of these copper gears. I need 2 of those. So there's 2 of those. Then I need this pneumatic servo. And to build the pneumatic servo, I need glass, I need iron, I need redstone, and I think I have all of that, except my recipe is polluted at the moment, so let's try that again. Pneumatic servo. Bang. How come that's happening? If you guys have any idea why that's happening, can you let me know? Because I thought all I had to do was let's take another look at that. Redstone, iron, and this is just glass, which I have. So let's take the glass and we go up, down. We take the redstone and we go right in the middle, and we take iron and we go 1, 2, and it's not creating the... Did I do it backwards? Are you guys like screaming at me because I put the glass? Yeah, there we go. Okay, sorry, I had a moment there. Okay, so let's get rid of all this other stuff that we don't need at the moment. We have those two things. What else? What else do we need? So we've got the 3 bottom things. These are just glass on the side. I have a bucket, and I need one of these machine frames. Now there's a bunch of different kinds of machine frames. I only need the basic one. So there it is. I'm going to wait till that comes around. So it's basically 4 iron in the 4 corners, 4 glass in the plus, and a tin gear. And to make a tin gear, you basically just surround an iron ingot with tin, like that. So let's get rid of all of these things, and then we'll take our tin gear, we'll take our iron ingots, and I'm going to get this wrong. So I'm just going to look at it again. There it is. Bang. Oh, why does that keep happening to me? I'm not really sure why that's happening. Usually, if I just click on it, it just all comes together. But for some reason, it's not happening. Okay, iron in the 4 corners, glass in the plus, and the tin gear in the middle. One more time. What? Okay, so just like that, it worked? Okay, I'm not really sure. Whatever. So now, we take this, we make sure that that is the basic one, which I just gotta wait till it comes around again. There it is. Boom. Aqueous accumulator. Alright, I now have an aqueous accumulator, and check this out. If I put this in the water, it starts making an awesome bubbly sound. And you can see it's actually filled up with water. You can actually configure these things. So here you can see all of these sides are set to blue. I mean, not blue. No, I'm not colorblind. They're orange. Orange is output, I believe, but blue is input. Oh, but in this particular case, you can't set these things to input. You can only set them to output. So right now, it's outputting to all sides, and I'm really only concerned with what's going to output to the top, because I'm going to put something on top of it, which is going to be awesome. The question is, what am I going to put on top of it? Well, for that, I'm going to need some more things. So I'm just going to give it away right here. I'm going to build a steam dynamo. And a steam dynamo has a redstone transmission coil on the top. It has 2 copper gears. It has 3 copper ingots, and it has a piece of redstone. So we already know how to make the copper gears. They're easy. I need 2 more of those. Then we need to make this redstone transmission coil, which is basically 2 pieces of redstone with some silver in the middle. But you have to get rid of that stuff first. Okay, one of those. And then if I clear this out again, I should, with any luck, be able to build my steam dynamo. There it is, steam dynamo. And the steam dynamo can go right on top of that. Now, is it doing anything? It's not. Why is it not doing anything? Well, it's got lots of water, but it needs one more thing. And the thing it needs is coal. So I'm just going to take, I don't know, maybe 45 pieces of coal. And we're going to bung them in there. And see, it's generating steam. But more importantly, it's generating RF. What does RF stand for? It stands for redstone flux. And redstone flux, if you are not familiar with it, is basically power in Minecraft. This is what makes the proverbial world go around. So I'm going to be building some machines that rely on redstone flux. And the first of those machines I'm going to build is something called a sag mill. What is a sag mill? Is that what I want? No, because a sag mill would allow me to grind a bunch of things down. Let me start again. I'm going to build an alloy smelter. I will build the sag mill. My brain is thinking faster than my mouth is moving, or the other way around. Yeah, the other way around. As you can see. Yeah, I'm going to build an alloy smelter. The alloy smelter is going to allow me to take certain kinds of metals and materials and combine them. So, in order to do that, we need a whole bunch of iron. So, 4 iron ingots, which is easy. We also need a cauldron, and a cauldron is made with 7 iron ingots. And we also need 3 furnaces, which are easy because they're just made with cobblestone, but we need this thing called a machine chassis. And the machine chassis is made with 4 iron ingots and 4 iron bars, but the iron bars are made with 6 iron ingots. Of course, you get 16 of those, but you know what? Let's just start along this whole process, and we will go from there. So we'll start with the iron bars. We have 16 iron bars. Put away this iron. The next thing we need is the we need this basic capacitor as well. Basic capacitor is just made with gold nuggets and redstone. Gold. Do I have any gold? Oh, good, I do. So in order to get gold nuggets, you basically put 1 piece of gold in the center. That gives you 9 gold nuggets. Then if I actually, this is just do this, and this, I can get my basic capacitor. So I have a basic capacitor now. So let's clear this out. Then we'll go back to our alloy smelter and our machine chassis. And I think we're ready to build it. Yes, so there we go. We now have a machine chassis. So I need a cauldron, which I'm going to need to make from iron. So I'll take one of those. Clear this out. And then I need 3 furnaces. So I think I have, yes, I have a ton of material in here. 1, 2, and 3. So that's my 3 furnaces. Okay, alloy smelter. Bang. There it is. Alloy smelter, which will go, to start with, right on top. And look! As you can see in the top there, it's actually gaining power right now. So we can slowly load it up with things, and we need to set this into, actually smelting mode I think is fine. But what's really cool about this is now we can actually create some combined materials. One of the things I need to do if I'm going to be hooking up machines is run wires to all of them so that I can transfer all the power. And there's 3 different types of wires that I like to use, or should I say conduit. I'm going to start with this kind of conduit right here. Now this conduit is called energy conduit. It has a max output of 640 RF per tick. What is a tick, you might add? Well, there are 20 ticks in a second, so every second you'll get, or every tick, you'll get 640 RF allowed through this pipe. Now 640 is great. That's quite a bit for the starter game. As we get more advanced and our machines get faster, or more specifically we add more machines, we're going to need faster conduit. So we'll upgrade our conduit to this stuff, which is enhanced energy conduit. That'll allow us to do 5,100 RF per tick, and eventually I'll transfer everything up to this Ender energy conduit, which is going to allow us to do 20,000 plus RF per tick. But for today, I think we just need to do this stuff. So I'm going to need some conduit binder. How do I make conduit binder? I need to smelt down some binder composite. And how do I make that? Well, I make it like this. So I'm going to need some clay, I'm going to need some sand, and I'm going to need some gravel. I have sand over here, and I have gravel over here, but I don't think I have any clay. I don't. So we're going to need to go looking for clay. Let Let me start by putting all of this junk that I don't need back in this chest, including those things. And then it's night, so we can't really go digging for clay at night. So let's go upstairs to our bedroom and let's rest. And in the morning we're going to go looking for clay. And it's morning. So out on our balcony. So where do we find clay? Clay is found in river beds. So it's going to take a little bit of looking, but I think we can find it if we just kind of investigate the river. There is quite a bit of river here. I think this is mostly going to be sand and dirt or salt. Look at that. There's clay. The question is, what's the best way to dig the clay? Do you do it with a shovel? Yeah, it looks like it. I got 32 clay in that one stroke. You know what? Let's see if we can get more lucky. Yes. Okay. More clay. Yes, I have a stack, more than a stack of clay. Okay. It's fast stuff. Clay is one of those things. If you find it and you're lucky enough to find it early on, it's easy. But wait till much later when I actually go looking for clay and I can't find any. Okay. So I need, what did I need? I need binder composite. So let's do this, and this is what we need right here. So I can make 8 of those, but how many do I need? Well, this will give me 8, and I need 6 to make 8, but this will give me 8. So if I made 6 of these, that would give me 48, which would give me 8 or 6 conduits? Yeah, something like that. Okay. Let's just make 6 of these. Oh, we can only make 4 of these. You know what? Let's make 4 of these. Well, 32 of these. And then we will smelt this down, because that is the next step. Yeah. So let's just pop it in our oven. Move that out of the way. Let's put our clay in here. Oh, wait a minute. Can I make more of that binder composite? No. So I have enough sand. Oh, I don't have enough gravel. That's the problem. That's okay, because honestly, I think, yeah, and look how fast it cooks, too. It's cooking pretty fast. I already have 12 conduit binder. That's beautiful. All right. Energy conduit. So 6 will go up on top, 6 will go on the bottom, but I also need 6 conductive iron. Well, how do I make conductive iron? There we go. Well, that's an induction smelter, but here we go. Alloy smelter. I put redstone and iron together, and I get conductive iron. So let's try to do that. Let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe we'll do 6. And then where's my iron? Actually, we've got 12. 12. Let's do that. Let's do 12 and 12. And look at that. It's cooking. So this is just like a regular smelter, but it's going to produce this alloy for me, which is pretty cool. There's an upgrade slot over here that I can actually make this machine go faster if I want to down the road. And in order to do that, I need to add capacitors. Actually, the best kind of capacitor to add is this guy right here called an octatic capacitor. But I don't really want to add an octatic capacitor because I don't have any vibrant alloys. But I could add a double layer capacitor. And in order to do that, I need to add some energetic alloys, and I also need 2 of those other basic capacitors that I made before, plus some coal powder, which I would need to pulverize or otherwise grind. Plus these energetic alloys. The energetic alloys aren't too hard either. They are made with an alloy smelter, redstone, gold, and glowstone. Right now I don't have a lot of gold, so it's going to be hard to get these things. So I'm going to leave that for a little while. Let's see how my these things are doing. Okay, so there we go. I have 3 conductive iron. So I take my 3 conductive iron, I put my binder conduit around it, and I get my 8 pieces of wire. And then you say sorry, and you break this thing. Because we don't need it yet. Well, we do, but we don't need it anymore. So I'm going to put that there, and that there, there. And this, you're going to notice, is something that I do a lot when I'm building, and that is to put all of these things up here. So here we go. Now I can take my alloy smelter and plunk it back on there. Yes, it's a little far forward, and it looks a little bit annoying, but it's okay. I've got my power coming up. It's distributing power to this thing. It's melting up my conductive alloy, and everybody's happy. So what else did I need to do after that? Well, I needed to make this thing that I promised you guys I would make this episode. So, which is this inscriber. And in order to make the inscriber, I need some sticky pistons, which is going to be hard because I don't think I have any slime. But I know where to get it. I might have to leave some of this to the next episode, but I'm going to do something really cool that I haven't really talked about before. Remember, I can turn into a bat, right? I'm going to fly up into the air really high, because if you fly up into the air, in this particular mod pack, you will see something above the clouds. Well, maybe not here, but nearby we should be able to see some things. Okay, there it is. So not too far from our base, we have this floating island. And on the island are some magical trees. And I call them magical trees, not because they're actually magical, but because they have exactly the thing that I need. These are slimy leaves and a slimy trunk, congealed green slime making up this tree, because these are slime trees. So let me just land on this island, and then look at that. If I just break these trees and the leaves, I actually get slime, and I actually get slime saplings, so I can replant the slime tree if I want. Where's that sapling? There it is. Oops. Don't do that. I actually threw my my slime. So there we go. I'll replant the sapling. Oh, and another one too. Boom. Oh, what do I have? Like, oh, I have a lot of saplings. I got so many slime saplings from that. And then over here, and look at that. There's a dangerous blue slime hunting me. But he's no match for me and my bat powers. Bloof. Did I get the slime? Yes, I got the slime. Got the slime. Did I get the slime saplings? Probably? I don't know. Well, I got one slime sapling. So I'll just replant that. And one more time. Over here. Slime. Okay, and slime saplings, and maybe over here in the corner. There we go. And from that, we got 11 blocks of congealed slime, which will give us slime balls, which is all good. So now, back to the base. Okay, back at the base. Now, in order to make pistons, we need wood, we need cobblestone, and we need redstone, and we need iron. So let's make a couple of those. And then, in order to make sticky pistons, we basically just take a regular piston and we stick some slime on top of it. So we need to clear this out, take our pistons. Oh, we don't have any slime. Oh, we have blue slime. Does that work? Yes, it does. 2 sticky pistons. Now we can make our inscriber, which is this guy. Sticky pistons, flux crystal, some iron ingots, and there we go. We now have an inscriber. What the heck does an inscriber do? Well, that is a story for another day. We're going to need some of the things that we got before. We're going to need some new things. And I'm going to show that to you in tomorrow's episode. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you are still loving this series, click that like button. Show me how much you like it by clicking the like button. If you are not subscribed to this channel, subscribe. That way you will see all of the new videos I make. Click the notification bell. That will give you notifications and let you know when I've made new videos. And if you want to leave me a comment, that would be fantastic. I read every comment. Plus, if you guys want to see something specific, tell me about it. Write it in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to see in this series. That's it for me. Have a good day. I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Bye.